Ronda Rousey is facing a serious medical crisis and has been hospitalized, and now her wrestling career and championship title reign is in question. And coming up, we'll talk about what happened with Roman Reigns. But first, let's talk about Ronda Rousey and this medical crisis and what it means for her WWE career and her reign as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Ronda Rousey is no doubt one of the most popular women in wrestling, and ever since she came back, WWE has seen a huge boost to the women's division. But recently on SmackDown, Ronda Rousey was viciously attacked by Natalya. She was put into the sharpshooter, and Natalya would not let go. Because of this, Ronda Rousey sustained a serious injury to her leg. She was taken to the back into the trainer's room. The trainer began to treat her, and after the initial exam, we learned that the injury was very, very serious, and WWE is now reporting that the injury is so serious that her match with Natalya, which was scheduled for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view on July 2nd, may not happen. So here's what we know right now about Ronda Rousey's condition. So the attack that we saw on SmackDown was scripted. Ronda Rousey was not injured from being put into the sharpshooter. That was all part of a storyline. As we know in professional wrestling, some parts of it is scripted and it's not real. That injury angle was not real. However, the injury is real. But Natalya was not the one who injured Ronda. Ronda actually injured her leg sometime before SmackDown when she was training. And she reported this to WWE, and WWE said, okay, this looks to be pretty serious. Let's go ahead and do an injury angle in case we need to remove you from the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Well, Ronda Rousey actually ended up wrestling on SmackDown, which she probably shouldn't have, because after SmackDown went off the air, that injury to her leg got a lot worse, and in fact, it got so bad she was taken to a hospital, and she remains there right now. Doctors are working to figure out what exactly is wrong with Ronda Rousey. Ronda has told close friends that she doesn't know what might happen with her wrestling career or her championship title. This is very sad news for Ronda because she was obviously one of the most beloved baby faces. Her current run has been very successful, and she was going to be able to wrestle her close friend Natalya at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But right now, all of that is in question because Ronda Rousey is right now laying in a hospital bed trying to figure out what is going to happen next. But fans hope that she will make a complete recovery and will come back to WWE, and they hope that she will be able to wrestle at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But right now, we're not really sure what's going to happen. And now let's get to the latest news on Roman Reigns. So prior to this week, Roman Reigns has been gone from WWE. He is the champion of Raw, he is the champion of SmackDown, yet he has not been on either show in quite some time. The reason for this is that he has signed a brand new part-time contract with WWE, which permits him to take a lot of time off. And according to insiders, the contract is actually even more part-time than Brock Lesnar's contract. So Roman really is not going to be appearing in WWE very much. And that could be the reason why WWE is making a very controversial decision. Matt Riddle, of course, won the opportunity to face Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns was going to have the undisputed WWE Universal title on the line. Of course, if Riddle won, he would become the brand new double champion. That match is going to happen this coming Friday on SmackDown. And many people thought this was just going to be a quick match where Roman Reigns was going to completely demolish Riddle, and then Roman would get the 1, 2, 3, walk away with his double titles. But now we're getting reports, because of this new part-time contract that Roman Reigns signed with WWE, WWE is not happy that he's barely going to be on television. And they fear that without a world champion on Raw or SmackDown, that the ratings will decline very fast. Because Riddle has a full-time contract and he can be on SmackDown and Raw every week and wrestle on all pay-per-views, that they have now decided to have Roman Reigns lose on SmackDown against Riddle, as Riddle will win and be crowned the brand new double champion. And a new era will begin in WWE. When Roman Reigns was told the plan, he was stunned, because he was told that when he signed this new part-time contract, that he would remain double champion, and that just because he was going to be working on a greatly reduced work schedule, that it wasn't going to affect his standing in the company. But because the ratings for the shows without Roman have been very bad in recent weeks, and because the fear is they're going to drop even more without Roman and a world champion on the show, they have made the surprise decision to have Riddle pin Roman Reigns in the middle of the ring and win the match against him. Riddle, of course, will stand there in the middle of the ring, raise both titles, and be crowned the brand new double champion, and Roman Reigns will have to go home knowing that because of this new part-time contract, he lost his championships. WWE hopes that Riddle will become just as big of a star as Roman Reigns. What are your thoughts about Ronda Rousey being hospitalized and her WWE future being in question? And what are your thoughts about the plan for Roman Reigns to lose the undisputed WWE Universal Championship to Riddle? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.